Hello widget watchers, welcome back to another video. In the next 3 video, we are going to create this beautiful chat UI application. So this application will contain this beautiful opening animation for the splash screen, then the intro screen. Now when you tap onto this floating button, then it will redirect us to this homepage. So in this homepage we have user details and few option for chat, and contains few recent chat items. Now whenever user tap onto this button, like talk with memo option, then it will get redirect us to this chat UI, where we will have this senders and receivers message bubble, and here below, we have this text field, in which user can type the message, and the send icon. So this was the basic UI. If you want to add some more feature in this UI, like, when user tap onto this plus icon, then some option should appear like attach photo, attach document or something else, so you can comment down below. Then I will add the video for that specific feature. So this was the basic UI, which we will going to create in this 3 video series. So in this specific video, we are going to create splash screen and the intro screen. So let's start. So here, I have this empty project. Now come into the lib directory, and here create a utils folder, and inside it create app colors file. So we are making this file because we are going to store all the colors in a single file, so that whenever we want to update some color, then we don't need to update the code in 10 different places. Update the code here, and it will be fine. So here let's create few colors like primary background color, secondary background color, and then create primary button color and the secondary button color, and then create primary card color and secondary card color. So this was the basic color which we are going to use in our application, and if we need some more color in the application, then we can directly add here. So now come into the main.dart file, and from here, remove these comments and remove this my homepage thing from here. Now come into the lib, and create new directory as screens, and inside it create a splash screen dart file. Now come inside it and here create a stateful splash screen class, and then import the material package. Now from here, remove this placeholder thing and here add the scaffold, and inside scaffold, add the background color as primary background color, then copy this class name and go to the main.dart file, and from here remove this my homepage and here add splash screen, then import this screen. Now that was it for the first part. Now run the application, then you can see we have our primary background color on the screen. So now let's move to the next part. Now here, in your route directory create assets folder, so in the asset folder we are going to store our icons, images and fonts. So first, let's create an icon folder, then create a images folder. Now in this image folder, add your app icon or let's say your app's logo, so I have added that. Now come to the pubspec file and from here add the path of your asset, so remove these comments and here, please make sure that indentation is correct, then add the path. So here in my case it's asset/images and then the other path is asset/icon, so I have added that. Now come to the splash screen and here add the body parameter, and then here add a column, then inside, add a stack widget. Please follow along with me, in a minute I'll tell you that why I have used this column and stack widget. Now here add your image, so I'm adding that. Now if you save the code, then our image is loaded. Yeah. So now here add alignment to the top center of this stack widget, then here add a container, and then here wrap this image inside align widget because, right now the image is not perfectly aligned to the center, so here add the alignment to top center. So now this is aligned to top center as perfect as we wanted. Now you may ask that why I have used the stack widget and container widget, so the reason for using these widget that I want a little bit gradient effect on the back side of image. This gradient thing will give more cooler look to the app splash screen. So that is why I am using a container. So here first, let's create a width variable which is going to measure the current width of the screen, so I have added that. Now come inside this container and add the width, and then the same height. Make sure that height and width should be same, because here I'm going to add circular gradient effect, that is why height and width should be same. Then here add the decoration parameter. Then add the box decoration and then for making it circular add the shape of this box as circle. Then here add the background and here add the radial background, and then add your two colors. So I have added secondary background color and primary background color, also add the const here. Now if you save the code, then here you can see that our image has this glow effect behind the image, but probably you can't see in this video because this background have very minute visual effect. But if you do the same thing in your application, then you will have a different experience of this rather than the plain background. So now for just showing you that how this making a much nice effect, let's set the background color of this scaffold as white. Now you can see we have this rounded gradient background. Then it's spared out to match the background color. Okay, so let's add the primary background color again. Now here add a sized box because our image is aligned to top, but we don't want that, so here add some height for this. Now this image is looking much good. Let's increase the height a bit more, now it is perfect. Okay, now let's add custom font for that. So go to the Google Fonts site, and from here select any font which you want. I have selected this Josephine Sans fonts. Now here tap on this get font option, then download it. So it is downloaded. Now got to downloads folder, and then unzip this file, and now come in this folder, and inside this folder there is a static folder, which contains all fonts. So just copy this static folder and then come to your asset folder, and here create a new folder as fonts. Then add that static folder inside this font directory. Okay, now come to the pubspec file and here add your fonts. So I have added my font. You just do the same as I have done in this video. I'm going to use this light, regular and semi-bold font, so I have added just only these 3 files, so you can add as much as per your requirement. Then come to the splash screen, and here add the sized box, which will have some height. Then let's go to the app colors and here add the sizes for fonts, like large font size and other font sizes like this. We are creating these font sizes, so that all the text widget of our application can only use these font sizes, so that our app will have a consistent look. Here also add primary text color as white. Now here add a text widget and here add string like meet memo, so this is the name of our AI chatbot. Now let's add a style to this, so here I have added font size as extra large font size, color as primary text color, and I have added the font family and the font style. Now if you save the code, then you can see our text with the custom font family is appeared, and this was it. Now here come to the column widget, and here add the cross-axis alignment to the start. Yeah, this was perfectly aligned. Now wrap this column inside a container, and here add horizontal padding. Now it has some space from the left side. It is good. Now here add rich text. Now here add the text span widget, then it needs the children, so again add a text span parameter, and now this time use text with text parameter. Now here add your string, then add the same text style here, but now because all these 2 text are not looking good, so here add sized box. Yeah, it is looking good now. Now copy this text span, and paste it here one more time, and here add your string as AI assistant. Now change the font color to the secondary button color from the primary text color. It is good now. Also add a space after this string, so yeah, it is nice. Now collapse this rich text. Now add sized box again, and here add the text widget in which we will going to show the detail of our application, like memo is a AI assistant, which will answer all your questions. Ask here please. And then add the text style, so copy this text style and add one more time, but this time make sure that our font size should be small font size, but by using small font size, it's not readable, so here add the medium font size. So yup, now it's looking good. Now you can modify the sized box as per your requirement. I'm also modifying it to fit my UI needs. Now let's create floating action button, then here add the floating action button, and for the on tap method, let it be empty as of now, then add the child widget and then the icon, and here add forward icon. Then add the color for this as primary background color, then wrap this inside the transform.rotate, because we are going to show the icon in a bit tilted manner, so that is why I have added transform rotate. Then add the angle for this, then add the size for your icon, like the extra large font size. Now it is looking good. Now add the background color for this floating action button, so make it transparent, then wrap your icon inside the container widget, and here add the box decoration, and here we want that our floating action button should have the gradient color, so that is why we have added container. Now add the circular shape and add the gradient for this floating action button. So here I'm using primary button color and secondary button color. Okay, now it is looking good, but it is too small, so let's also add some height and width until it gets a nice look, so I have added that now and it is looking good. So yeah, it have a perfect size. Now let's align this floating action button to center, so for that add the floating action button location parameter and here add the center float option. So this was it, so we have successfully created this entrance screen for our app now. Tomorrow we will going to see how we can animate splash screen with this intro screen. So yeah, up until next time, bye bye, and if you haven't subscribed to Widget Wisdom, then please do subscribe.